the subject of having to use the marketing tools as well as social media to grow your business online. So throughout this module, what I'll be taking you through is three things: an introduction to digital marketing, the way to build your digital marketing plan, as well as harnessing the power of digital advertising. So, what digital marketing is and why is it so useful for the businesses? How can you devise your very own digital marketing plan? The top tips, of course, for harnessing as well as the power of digital marketing. Let us just right now take a minute or two to familiarize ourselves with the chat box functionalities, which we'll be using during today's session. So, how do you engage with customers currently? Could you, in a way, try to provide the response into the comment box? Comment box of the YouTube, that's when, of course, I am found. I'll be able to see them. Should I not be able to see them, of course, I've got a colleagues here whom will be assisting me. So never be hesitant to reach out to us. How, of course, you currently engage with your customers, because the reason why we had to bring up this workshop or the training is so that you can start to see the new ways, you can start to embrace the new ways of technology in having to harness your business, in having to promote your business digitally. So I'm going to be taking you through what we call an introduction to digital marketing. You can as well call it the fundamental to digital marketing, fundamental of digital marketing. The question is, what is digital marketing? Let me find out from you if ever you know what digital marketing is. Could you just try to explain to me the knowledge you have about digital marketing, so that perhaps we are able to understand each other as and when, of course, we'll be stepping thoroughly or deeply into this subject matter. Okay. So digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. This includes text messaging, instant messaging. We're talking about the social medias, videos, applications, podcasts, electronic billboards, as well as digital television and radio channels, etc. Digital marketing allows an organizations or companies to analyze campaigns, content, or strategy to understand what's working and what's not working, typically in real life. So digital marketing concentrates on using the wide range of online tools and technologies available, but the focus should always be on understanding the human behavior. Marketers face new challenges in the digital marketplace, but they also have the opportunities to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationship with customers based on ongoing interactions. So should you, in a way, want to understand even more about this, you can as well visit what we call www.sas.com. That's when you'll be learning much more about the digital marketing. So we live in a mobile world. Mobile, in particular, is changing how we act and behave as humans. We have never been more connected to information and knowledge and people. We have the answer, of course, to pretty much of questions at our disposal or fingerprints. We have the power to do our own products research online. There's a galore of the things which you are able to learn all of this. You can visit the globaldata.com. You can visit the statista.com. You can visit, of course, searchenginesland.com. There are about 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. There are about 91% of South Africans who own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya as well as in Nigeria, respectively. Some of them, 65%, of course, of these active mobile users in Nigeria have shopped online. Overall, in Africa, about 65% of us have shopped online. I know most of you can attest that always you are shopping online via the likes of Amazon and so forth. Gain, macro. Lately, of course, the embracement of technology, it is at our disposal, as I've told you. The question is, what opportunities might arise from connections or from connecting with customers online? So there are lots of benefits of being online as a business, and then here are some few of them. Number one, you will be able to reach a global customers because global access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You are having this free of charge through what we call open source applications. You are able to reach unique audience that allows customers to find your products or services easily. Another opportunity is that you are able to learn about your customers. You conduct consumers or market research and keep up with the business demands and trends in your market. You communicate and support, of course, because this will improve your customers with greatly flexibility, as well as communicating with customers and get their feedback on your business, what is working and what is not working. In this session, we will consider these 6 key channels. SEOs being search engines optimization, SEM being search engine marketing, social media marketing being SLM, display marketing, email marketing, as well as content marketing. How do you understand each one of them? SEO, of course, being search engine optimization, it optimizes your website so it shows up more often in search engine results. It ensures that you are searchable. That's why they call it search engine optimization. You are making yourself to be available on search engines. What do search engine marketing means? It is paying for advertising to appear in the search engine. Oftentimes, when you visit the search engines, the like of Google, Yahoo, Yandex, so forth like that, you will realize that, for example, if ever you are to just search for Google, you will realize there are first 3 options, of which, of course, are being marked by the green, of course, I can say the green worded, of course, information. Those means that they are paid advertising on search engines. So that's why they rank higher. The reason we call them search engine marketing, your marketing or your products are ranked higher on search engines. So there are also what we call social media marketing. Having to use social media, of course, a network to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. This is the advantage of social media advantage or marketing. So display marketing, of course, is an online advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. Oftentimes, we see this on Facebook, we see this on YouTube. We see this even on website. There are as well what we call email marketing. Email marketing is the likes of what you are always been subscribing to. The likes of the Mail and Guardian newspapers, the like of News 24, you are subscribed to them so that every now and then you receive, of course, the information regarding to them, the information regarding to their updates. So email marketing is collecting and using email addresses to communicate with the users. What then is content marketing? It is creating and sharing different types of content such as blogs, posts, videos, guides, infographics to attract attention and drive traffic towards whatsoever which you are advertising. So should you be having any question, never hesitate to ask on the comment box so that you may be clarified. So before we move on to the next session, of course, just try by all means to raise some of the things which, of course, you might be needing clarity from what I've already presented to you. So we're going to teach you how to build your marketing plan. There are about 6 steps which you need to take into consideration when you are to build your marketing plan. Step number one is business goals as well as objectives. Step number 2, budget and resourcing. Step number 3, the audience. Step number 3, you decide what channels to use, social medias. Step number 5, you plan your activities. Step number 6, you measure through what we call SMART. So, as I've told you, number 1, of which is business goals and objectives. This is how it's going to unfold. Successful businesses are based on both goals as well as objectives. They clarify the purpose of your business and identify the necessary action. Because goals are a general statement of desired achievement, while objectives are the specific steps or actions you take to reach your goals. For example, of a business goal, Max owns a hairdressing business. His business goals are to get more customers through his store and then make people in his local area to know his business exists. If ever you are to read here, you will realize that business goals and objectives from the point of Mondi, what you want to achieve. Hi, I am Mondi, I am a hairdresser. So my business goals are, first thing first, are to reach customers, more especially the ones whom, of course, appears into his local areas. So his goals are that to get more customers through my door, new and past one, and make more people, of course, in my area to know my business exists. That is Mondi's objectives. What are your objectives currently? If ever you are a business person streaming live to this, of course, workshop. So you need to set your objectives with an online focus. What do I mean? Here are a few examples of online objectives that, of course, Mondi could have to reach his business goals. Number 1, to increase the traffic to website. Traffic, we're talking about the customers, the visitors. To increase online sales. Number 3, to increase social media page likes or follows, organic ones, because are most important one, unlike the sponsored one. To increase an online reach and awareness. So those are the online objectives which you should keep in mind as and when, of course, you are advertising your business. Please always remember that you must increase traffic to your website. It means it is important for you to have a website. Secondly, You must increase online sales because that particular website traffics, they will assist you to have online sales. You must increase social media page likes as well as follows. You must increase the online reach and awareness. There are so many awareness which of course you can take. The example awareness which you can take, you must try to check what is trending so that you can try to capitalize on that. As mentioned, of course, your online objectives are how you reach your business goals, so they should align with each other naturally, organically. So online objectives, as we have spoken to them previously, are to increase online reach and awareness, increase website sale, to increase social media pages, likes, follows from my customers, to increase traffic to your website. Therefore, what are your business goals? Your business goals should be that people should be aware that you exist. Secondly, people should, of course, buy more of your products. People should find you when they are searching for you. People should, in a way, or customers should, at the way, shop from you. You must get much more returning from the customers. So, step number 2, as we have spoken, is budget and resource. So you need to some extent, introduce yourself to budgeting and resourcing. How then should you go about it? What you must ask yourself, what is possible? Okay, I don't have a website as yet. It is too much of an investment right now. So if ever you need to go online, you must try to assess your business need. You cannot, in a way, want to go online without having to not consider the likes of creating a website for your own. Do you have a website at hand? If not, are you having any online profile that as and when people search for you, they are able to find you? The good thing about Google is that there is what we call Google My Business. So having to use the platform called Google My Business, you are able to create website, you are able to create an online profile so that your business can be able to appear online as and when your customers are looking for it. So, audience, who are your audience? Who are your target market? You must take into consideration, of course, your target market. You must think about who your target market are. You must, of course, take into consideration that if ever I am to start a salon company, therefore my target market, it has to be ladies whom of course will be doing this and that, buying this product and that. So at the end of the day, it means having to consider your target market as well as the product which you sell will really work very much well for you. But please take into consideration that as and when you need to be present online, you must consider the likes of online profiling, you must consider the likes of websites, you must consider the likes of having to create social media pages so that your footprint is felt everywhere. Let us just read through. Here is a particular, of course, lady saying that I'm targeting females in my locals area. My most valuable customers are female about 8 years old. They normally have children and work part-time. Most of them use Facebook. So right now, if ever they use Facebook, and you know very much well that your target is those people, you need to consider what we call paid marketing, paid advertising, which it will help you to alter or to filter, of course, or to target specifically your target market. Wherefore, you'll be targeting, perhaps you may say, between 25 to 35 years of age, whom, of course, are females. So Facebook will then prompt such people, of course, or it will therefore ensure that your advertisement appears before them. And then should they be triggered or should they like what you are selling, they're going to click onto it. And then that's what we call landing page. So step number 4, you need to really study the marketing channels which you are going to use. What currently You as a business person, you might not have already started a business. You might have not already, in a way, done anything relating to marketing channels. But what do you have in mind right now to increase the traffic towards your company? What is it that you have in mind right now to increase customers towards what you are selling? So, which ones are right for you? Because you need to understand that not all marketing channels will suit your business goals. For example, if ever, of course, you are a person whom, of course, takes pictures, you cannot be, to some extent, going to LinkedIn to advertise pictures, but rather you should be going to Instagram so that you can advertise your pictures. You can go to Facebook because Facebook is generic to advertise your pictures. Those are some of the things which you need to consider. Consider which channels works for you. Do this, of course, by using your online objectives. Like I've told you, in as much as you are having your physical objectives, your traditional objectives that you have written on your business plans, you must as well have an online objectives which will guide you to ensure that you reach majority of people for your own benefits. So, first thing first, their objectives as opposed to marketing channel. If ever your objectives is to reach online, of course, as well as awareness, if it's to increase reach and awareness, you need to ensure that you consider display marketing as well as social media marketing as well as content marketing. If ever your main purpose is to increase website sales, you must consider SEM, search engine marketing, search engine optimization. Remember, search engine marketing is going to advertise, is going to make you to rank higher as opposed to your competitors. And then you must as well consider search engine optimization, which will make you to appear when people are searching for products relating to what you are selling. You must as well consider email marketing through subscription, because website as well, of course, it has got those forms which, of course, your members have to subscribe to, so that as and when you make any changes, upgrades, you get to notify them. Once you do that, they get to be clueful, and then they get to get used to your products and services, and therefore that triggers their likes to having to purchase whatsoever you are selling. If ever your objective is to increase traffic to website, as I've told you, still search engine marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing will work for you. If ever your online objective is to increase customers' loyalty, ensure that you use social media, ensure that you use email marketing, ensure that you use content marketing, speak to them, communicate to them. So in that way, they will get to fund with whatsoever product you are selling. Should you be having question, guys, like I've told you, just raise it on the comment box. It might be any question, not with regard to what, of course, I have said to you, but any question that you need assistance with regarding to your business to get to the level where you need it. Just kindly reach out to us on the comment box. If ever I do not see your comment, my colleagues will ensure that they assist me. So, step number 5, you must plan your activity. How then do you plan your activity? So there is Marx, remember, he says that my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet. It is too much for an investment right now. How could I use a digital marketing to help me? So therefore, here is how the Marx could, of course, approach his challenge strategically. Number 1, he will have to list his business on Google My Business and create a free website, as I've told you. If ever you do not want to use Google My Business, there are so galore of them. There are the likes of Wix. There are so many, of course. There are the WordPress, which they are free of charge. You can use them for time being until you reach the target you are looking for. Once, of course, you have reached that, you are able to upgrade to the premium offers. He must as well set up a Facebook page. These guys are just the basic things which they will assist you to kickstart your, of course, online journey. He must set up his Facebook page, collect and as well as reviews and post pictures of the customer's hairstyle. Because remember, Max in this case, he is into a salon. So his target has to be into hairstyles or anything relating to beauty. So he must use Facebook advertising to target people in his area with an offer, of course, to attract the new customers. These are just few things which he ought to do. Should you be having question, raise on the comment box. How far are you with your marketing journey? How far are you with your business? How far are you with your online marketing? Are you having a business, or are you still in a way second guessing that should I start it? Should I not start it? What if it fails? What if it doesn't? If ever there is any, of course, you need to take into consideration that there are so several things which you might be missing. Like I've told you, you must never be hesitant to ensure that you are out there. Ensure that when you are having business, let it have what we call pages. Create pages, create all those pages you need. Create Facebook page, create Twitter so that you can engage. Create Instagram, create all these sort of manner things, provided they will work for you. But perhaps, like I've told you, should you be having any question, you may raise it. Should you be having a business that you are not sure how, of course, to go about it, you need to as well, in a way, approach it. But step number 6, you must measure your business. So you need to understand that having to measure your business, there is what we call mnemonic called SMART. This is a mnemonic acronym, of course, of which, of course, it will give you criteria to guide in setting objectives. For example, in the project management, the employment, project performance, as well as, of course, personal development. Because the letters S and M generally means specific and measurable. So you need to just really take into consideration how to go about this. R is, of course, for realistic, and then T is for timely. You must do all of this in a timely manner, in a realistic way, in a smart format. So in a measurable way. Let us just go for it. Like I've told you, S stands for specific, while M stands for measurable, A stands for achievement, R stands for realistic, T stands for time bound. So SMART in general, it is an objective that helps us to set a goals that we are more likely to succeed in and achieve. Instead of us plucking the ideas out of a thin air, the SMART acronym, of course, it is mnemonic. Mnemonic, you can even hear, mnemonic is that term of which, of course, speaks to us. It is smart. Before we can even get to interpret what each one of them has to say, it just says SMART, mnemonic. You see, specific, measurable, achievement, realistic, time bound. So, like when we are saying be specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? Who and what and when? Where and how? You need to give yourself goals, as much details, and then as thought as possible. And we're talking about measurable. How will you know your goals is being achieved? What metrics shows a success in your business? A means achievable. Do you have the skills, time, and resources to turn this goal into reality? R for realistic. Is the goal likely to be achieved, or is it merely a dream? T is for timely bound or time bound. When do you want to complete this? In 2 years, 5 years, 3 months, so forth. What is the time frame? Of course, to be specific, date in mind. Giving goals a date will ensure that you are motivated as well as continually moving forward. So now we know that SMART goals are. Let's therefore try to set our own SMART goals. Setting a SMART objectives will help us to success, of course, of our activities. We need to take a look into our broad objectives first. First and first, to increase online sale. Secondly, to increase brand awareness. Smart objectives are measurable, actionable, objective, as well as they are how much, of course, you reach your broader objective. For example, to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months, this is how you go about setting your smart goals. To increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with a new people by 40%. Those are some of the things you need to take into consideration. So a digital marketing plan, you as a business person, you must ensure that you set what we call digital marketing plan. So what do we mean? For you to go about it, we remember guys, through all this, I'll forever be taking you through the example that which of course the Max, whom of course owns Saloon, has made. First and first, we must take into consideration the business goal. Like I've told you initially, reach more people in his local area and then get more customers through his door. That's what Max wanted. His business goal was to reach people in his local area to get more customers through his door, right? His audience, of course, are female aged between 39 years of age to 49 years of age who are local, and then, of course, they are as well past customers. The channels, we have advertised him to use what we call local SEOs as well as Facebook. So the activities to build a website and boost visibilities on Google, to use Facebook advertising to target people in his local areas. So online objective to increase online reach as well as increase the retaining customers. The smart objectives to increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month. You see, we need to be time bound. Increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. We need to be reasonable, realistic on what we are setting. These are some of the examples which you need to set yourself as and when, of course, you need to achieve the online objectives. So, guys, I'll be pausing for any question. Is there any question? I'll only be pausing for 2 minutes. Should there be no questions, we'll proceed. Remember to input your comments on the YouTube. I see there are no comments, so it means I'm doing everything right, and then you are all following. So, okay, right now we're going to be taking you through harnessing the power of digital advertising. How to go about harnessing the power of digital marketing, how to master it. So, this is the search engine results page. From what you see, the appearance of the search results page adopts or adapts to the search that is made, but it contains three main things. The first thing you will notice is the search query. That is someone, of course, has typed in a Google, who is my name, for example. The results are then shown as either advertisement or organic listing, ads. So ads are paid listing that appear above the organic listing, and sponsored or ad icon appears next to this, so that you are able to recall that these are sponsored or these are paid advertising. Organic listing are sites that appears after ads, of course. These have been optimized to appear at the top of the search. From what you see, you will recall that there are so many things you see there. You see green light, green words as well as red words. This shows that, of course, they've been paid. These are paid advertising through what we call search engine marketing. And then there are as well what we call search engine optimization. and when we dive into it, we are going to be learning about three things, because this is what search engine marketing does. It prompts what we call a search query. From there, of course, it will make it to appear that this is a paid advertising. Well, lastly, as and when you will see this, the green ones, it will show that they are organic search listing. A process of search engine marketing. How do you know how this search engine marketing works? There are about 4 steps. Understand your customers. Find the key, of course, keywords. Create advertisement copies. Put it all together. So what do we mean when we say understand your customers? This is what makes everything else to happen. What do we mean when we say find keywords? We need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on, so that your advertisement will not go on waste. You know, some people just pay advertisement and then they get to be surprised when they are not, driving traffic towards whatsoever product they are selling. But as and when, of course, they do that, they forget to realize that perhaps the words they have put might be the problem. So the words, you need to search them, that most people on internet search these words, so that as and when you will proceed to make an advertisement via search engine marketing, you know exactly which words to use. You must create an advertisement copy. In order, of course, to create these good ads, we need to understand what our target customers want. We must put it all together. This might sound intimidating, but it's really simple, and we are going to take you through. Do not worry. In as much as you are with us, you are definitely going to do so. So, number 1, SEO itself is free. Search engine optimization is free of charge. Which of course is the main benefit of it. You pay nothing to search engine like Google to rank your business based on relevancy of your search query. Search engine, of course, is where you pay, but only when someone actually clicks on your advertisement. If your advertisement serves 10 times, but it's only clicked once, you're only going to pay once. This may having to create confusion between search engine marketing as well as search engine optimization. We optimize by sending relevancy signals to the likes of Google, Yahoo, so forth like that, based on your web pages, incoming links, and the other factors like reviews. With search engine marketing, SEMs, we just choose the keywords and bid. So it is much easier to be visible for important keywords than its SEO. So SEO as well, being a search engine optimization, can take a lot of time depending on the nature of competition and the type of the search query you are trying to rank for. For example, ranking on the first page for pizza might take months. However, ranking for pizza restaurant in Nairobi might only take few weeks, as it is more specific, and then there will be easier competition overall. But pizza, remember, almost everyone is there searching for pizza. So how to get started with search engine optimization? Let's start with the organic listing in the search. The method used to boost your visibility on search engine is called search engine optimization, which is SEO for short. This process really involves helping Google understand your web pages and creating an experience that is relevant for your website and visitors as well as customers. How then do we get started? Number 1, Google Search Console is a free tool that can help you or can tell you more accurately to learn how you rank on Google search. It helps identify if there are issues or errors in your website that will make it hard for Google rank you highly. Number 2, And next, you should consider submitting a sitemap to help Google bots, robots understand the structure of your site. We do this through what we call the AdSense. They are what we call AdSense. So it comes to being indexed, and therefore Google understands how your site links together. So in actual fact, it consoles through what we call search query, it indexes it, therefore it will therefore look into creating available content that your user really want. Google really values useful as well as fresh content that helps its user to find what they are looking for. So it is just as easy as that. You sign up for Search Console, it submit, of course, content for Google, it monitors how you are doing in search, it sends alerts on the critical issues. Help Google find your content, it submit, of course, sitemap, promote your, of course, site on offline, share new content. Help Google as well understand your content. Create a unique or accurate page titles. Create a good titles and snippets, as well as use a heading text to emphasize the importance of text. So now, search engine optimization tips for success. There is no shortcut for search engine optimization, guys. Like, there is no shortcut, nada, zero shortcut, which helps you to improve your website's visibilities to people who are searching for products or services like yours. But you just have to use what we call Google My Business. It will assist you, but be unique as and when you do that. Conduct keyword research, guys. How do you go about conducting the keyword research? Because this keyword research will help you to discover and understand what words or phrase people are looking for when they are searching for products and services relating to your business. The title and the meta description are important because, of course, they are used by the search engine to generate the actual search results for the specific page. The title is used to generate the first line shown. The meta description is used to generate the few short sentences that follow. Public, useful, and high quality content. Understand your customers and optimize your content to suit their needs. Make your web page search friendly. On a page optimization or changes you can make on your website's individual page can quickly help search engine to better understand your content. Please take note that do not try to speed up the process by trying to sneaky techniques like stuffing your web pages with keywords. Try to be gentle with it because it takes time, but once it is there for quite some time. So now we have had a look at such ads, and then let's explore display advertising. What are these things called display advertising? Display advertising are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publisher sites. Like, as and when you visit the YouTube, you will see more of this. As and when you visit someone's page, more especially celebrities, you will see more of this. Like a poster or a flyer, but digital. Display ads come in all shapes and sizes, predominantly image banners. There are different advertisement formats available. Text advertisement, image advertisement, video advertisements, and then ads across mobile website. Visual advertisement can be more effective in getting people to click as they are often more eye-catching and then can stand out. For example, what you see there, you will recall that they are what we call display advertising. As and when you visit a particular site, you will see a simple pop-up, which of course it will in a way be telling you that to be subscribing to a certain thing, that will trigger your interest, of course. So how is display advertising different from search advertising? Can you, in a way, put a guess on this? How do you differentiate between these two, display advertising and search advertising? Okay, so search advertising versus a display advertising. That is a big difference, as your display advertisement might be seen almost anywhere on the internet, but your search advertisement will be limited to search engine like Google, and then will text links, not image advertisement. So search is focused around addressing search queries. The likelihood to generate the sales in higher, as we understand exactly what the users are searching for. With the display advertising, we don't have as clear understanding on the user's interest. But as we are saving ads against the content that they are viewing, for example, Yusuf's Italian restaurant might want to show a banner ads on the food section of a Kenya Times to build a local awareness. So a mere simple differentiation is just that search engine, they are focused around matching advertisement to user search query on the search engine like google.com, and then most of them are relevant when the primary objective is to generate the sales. While display advertising is it focuses around saving an advertisement across different websites such as news, blogs, and local websites, most relevant when primary objectives is to drive brand awareness or traffic. So if ever your objective is to drive brand awareness or traffic, you must use display advertising. If ever your objective is to drive sales, you must do what we call search advertising. So a process for display advertising. There are about 6 steps which we are to follow. Number 1, understand your customers. This is what makes everything else to happen. Number 2, find the keywords. We need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on. That might be irrelevant to our target audience. Number 3, to create an advertisement copy. In order to create a good advertisement, we need to understand what our target customers want. Number 3, to put it all together. This might sound intimidating, but it really just as simple, and then we are going to take you through each step. First thing first, what is social advertising? Paid advertising, of course, on social networks like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. It is also known as paid social media advertising or social media marketing. So from all these emblems, you get to realize that they are the likes of Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, so forth like that. So why should we use social advertising? Social advertising will allow you to target and retarget ideal customers. With sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media platforms like Facebook helps you to ensure that you target exactly the buyers whom you need. Your target market are easily reached because it will, in a way, redirect you or will redirect the traffics of that particular customers you are looking for into whatsoever you are selling. This is the best way to get the most out of your marketing spend. People are on the social media. First thing first, we know. It will also increase your brand recognition. It will drive traffic to your site. You will reach a specific target audience on a different social media sites. You are going to target and then retarget, of course, the ideal customers. It is cheaper, cost effective, and then in many cases, it is free. It will as well generate the leads. The most important things is to generate the leads. So what are the main difference between organic and paid social media? So if ever you know the difference between them, you may as well comment on the box. If ever, of course, you are not as well able to comment, don't worry, I'll come to your rescue. So in terms of organic social media, views, actions, clicks from posts are free. Content appears on your business profile and then in people's newsfeed. It can only reach your followers and friends of your followers, friends of friends. So, in terms of paid social media, organic It is just a general. When you invite them, if ever they're interested, they do so. So paid social media, it targets, of course, you pay for views, actions, as well as clicks from posts or ads. Your ads can appear in more places. It can reach anyone. People don't have to follow you. That is the advantage of it. So you get to choose between which one to use. Organic social media is free, paid, even the term on its own entails that you have to pay. So, a process for social media advertising, which you must follow. Number one, you choose objective. Number two, choose audience. Number three, create advertisement, which is creative. And number four, set your budget. Have you already done that? So, what are your next steps? Because today's session is just the beginning. One thing, which will you do or change the following this session? In most cases, you need to get used to the social media, guys. You need to get used to the internet. Internet is not so very much sophisticated than, of course, we make it to appear. And then lately, what I like about it, there are so many courses like this one, which of course are free of charge for you to just get to brainstorm, for you to just get to recap and then know what to do. So thank you for all coming all today, guys. If you would like to hear more about us on our upcoming session, as well as the digital tips or tricks, you can as well follow us on Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or rather, you can follow us right here, subscribe here on Africa Kids Code, so that you are able to follow up on the upcoming, of course, trainings. And then stay tuned, because one of my colleagues will be taking you into another topic, which I believe that you are going to learn more than what you have learned today. You can check Digital Skills for Africa, of course, via Twitter as Digital Skills AF, or on Facebook as Digital Skills for Africa or Digital Skills AF. So you can as well check us on Africa Kids Code across all social medias. Twitter, we are Africa Kids Code. Facebook, we are Africa Kids Code. YouTube, here we are Africa Kids Code. LinkedIn, we are Africa Kids Code. So yeah, that's all there is to it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time. Until we meet again next time.